We recently had a chance to talk to a futurist. What's a futurist? That's somebody that looks at trends and predicts what new technologies and innovations that companies need to implement in their new products. Cheryl Connolly is the futurist for the Ford Motor Company. We chatted with her about what the trends are and how that impacts Lincoln. How does a futurist help a car company evolve their product?
It's really exciting because I will tell you I'm the only person at Ford Motor Company that's not a car person. And Ford doesn't need any more car people. I mean, most people that come to work for our company do so because they're passionate about the brand. My job is to look beyond the automotive industry at things that might not cross their attention or ever see the light of day on their desk. And I can say, here are shifts that are happening in healthcare, aging population, changing physiology, or even the changing definition of luxury, and bring it to them in a way that is not confined to the car industry. And then I partner with them and we collaborate to see if we can come up with new insights that we wouldn't have run across otherwise.
So what's something in the future in the automobile business that maybe we haven't seen yet? What do you think is the next frontier for car companies?
Well, I think it's going to be related to this idea about having information at our fingertips, but that's going to be at odds with this growing trend of information overload. And so how do we manage getting people the information when they need it, where they need it, and how they need it? And so in the future, I think there'll be things about making sure you can shut off those distractions. So we have a do not disturb button so that if you don't want to engage in those things, then your car returns to being the sanctuary on the road, where you can just listen to music and enjoy the feel of the car and its performance. But for those that do need that online connectivity, they just turn it back on. So those, I think, are the directions, figuring out the right balance of delivering information when and where you need it, but doing it in a way that's timely and not distracting.
So how do you project down the road what the brand is going to be? What do you see it as being?
Well, a big part of it is we can look at generational cohorts. So the baby boomers, the Gen Xers, and the millennials. And we know that the values of a Gen Xer are quite different than a baby boomer.
That's me.
So I'm a Gen Xer too.
Yeah.
So the boomers, we say, were much more caught up in status, and they liked opulent displays of wealth. And so the touch points for them, might be different than a Gen Xer who's much more experiential oriented. They have a greater focus on family. They looking for entertainment, ways to escape the ordinary. They want something that's unique and different for them. That's what you see happening with the Lincoln brand today, is that migration of moving from the old to the new and learning how to do that successfully. And we've just begun the journey, so it's really kind of exciting time for the Lincoln brand, because the way the company says, we can start with a clean sheet of paper. We can become whatever we think the market needs us to be.